changes to experience better health, right? Is that what you would say?
Yes, I would say that, yes.
Yeah. So that's really good. So let's talk about, I guess we could talk about just maybe kind of core food. We talked about vegetables, but like in terms of like a daily practice, kind of walk through an example of a breakfast plan, or maybe something a person can eat for lunch or for dinner, maybe a couple snacks. 'Cause we're all busy, right? We're just all busy. It's like how do we incorporate good eating habits with our busy lifestyle and make that all work together? So what are your thoughts?
So I would say, the 5 food groups are very, very important, that, we make sure we eat it throughout the day, in pretty much all our meals. So we have our whole grains, we need to have our whole grains, which are good carbs, we need to have that because that gives us energy.
Mm-hmm.
We need the vegetables. We just talked about vegetables and fruits. So we need that. And then we need the lean proteins. And try to, not just for whenever we talk about proteins, we think about meat, right?
Right.
So try to go for, lean meats. If you want to eat meats, or there are so many plant-based proteins also.
Okay.
You don't have to eat it every day. You can switch it around. Some like in a week 2 or 3 times in a week you have chicken or meat, versus the other days you have plant-based proteins.
Okay.
Because they are very good. Your lentils, your legumes, your beans. Those are all your quinoa. Those are all your good lean proteins you can have in your meals. And then your water, we talked about water is important, and your healthy fats. Fats also is another thing people stay away from, that I'll get cholesterol, or they worry about that, right?
Yeah.
But there are healthy fats, like avocado oil, canola oil. If you take non-GMO canola oil, that's good for you. Olive oil is good for you. You can put it in your salads. You don't need a dressing. You can just use it in your salads and add some salt, little pepper, and lemon. You have a delicious dressing, for any salads.
Yeah.
So if you have those healthy oils, they are good for you. Yes, you need to eat it in a small portion because they do have saturated fat. And they have the good fat, which is the monounsaturated and polyunsaturated. But you need that good fat. So you eat it in a small portion, it is perfectly okay, because your brain needs the fat.
The brain needs
the fat. So you need to have that fat. So if you stay around those 5, food groups, and definitely, Jackie, I would not forget exercise.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to be 3 or 4 hours in the gym.
Right.
But daily, movement for the body is very, very critical.
Right.
Because if you don't, it's a machine. It will get
stagnant.
Yes. Yes. So you need to do movement, and people, think that it's a punishment for the food that they ate, but it's not. It's not. Your body craves for movement, and you need to give it that. So exercise is also very critical. 30 minutes, a day. If you do it 5 to 6 times in a week, it's perfect. You don't need anything more.
Okay, so
just
30 minutes.
Mild, brisk walking.
Brisk walking.
Yeah,
okay.
That's all you need. Sometimes my clients are very busy. I say, just walk in the house. You don't even have to go anywhere. But walk. You have to walk.
You have to move your body.
You have to move your body. You have to do it.
I know for me, sometimes I will just put my earbuds in and like get my playlists going and just really just get in there like 30, 45 minutes. And it's a great way to relieve stress as well.
Yes.
Like I can actually calm my body down, calm my nervous system down just by taking 30, 45 minutes with some really good music to move my body. And
your mood, you can change your mood.
Yeah,
yes.
It's a really good mood enhancer as well.
Yes, mood enhancer, yes.
Yeah, very good stuff, Rafia.
Yeah.
So let's talk about when you're working with the client, because when it comes to making lifestyle changes, it's psychological. That's a huge piece. When we've done something for a long amount of time, just making those shifts can be challenging because we have the old patterns we've been operating in. So when you're working with the client, if you were going to give someone some advice in terms of psychologically to help them make the adjustments for in adopting a healthier lifestyle, what are some mental practices someone could do to just help with that?
So small things, you can do, give cues to yourself. And those cues would be like, maybe have a fruit in front of you.
Okay.
Have a vegetable in front of you. That, in the morning you just put it in a Ziploc bag or in a cup or somewhere where you have your few, veggies in it, like carrots, cucumbers, celery. Take it with you. So instead of snacking on something else, you can snack on this. So if you have those cues with you, that will keep on reminding you, oh, I need to eat the healthy ones, versus, if you don't have anything in front of you, you are going to go to the cookies, you're going to go to the donuts, right? Because you don't have it.
Because you don't have it.
Yeah. So make sure you carry them with you. That's what I do. I carry my even right now I have a bowl of veggies in my car.
Oh, and for all you guys listening, Rafia makes an amazing homemade granola. It is so delicious and healthy, right? Healthy and tasty. I love your granolas.
Yes.
Yeah,
so just small things, that you can do for exercise. I would say have your your walking shoes right there in front of you, so it reminds you every moment that you walk from there. I need to do my walking.
Oh yeah.
So just give yourself those cues, and you'll be able to make those small changes. I tell my clients, when I came to America, I did not like the hamburger.
Okay, you did not like the hamburger?
I did not like it, and it took me 4 or 5 times to eat that hamburger, to like it.
Okay.
But then I started loving it.
That is funny.
So it's the same way, when you are trying to go from unhealthy food to healthy food, it will take you some time, but be patient with your body,
right.
Just keep on trying again and again. Don't give up. You have to keep trying, and at one point you will feel, I love this more than, the junk food, because once you start eating the healthy food, the difference you will feel in your body, right? Your health, the energy.
Yes, that is so true.
You will feel so different than when you were eating junk food, and then you will yourself will say that, no, I love this better than, that junk food that I was eating before. So it just takes some time, but, you just have to stay at it. Do not give up. That's what I would say. Don't give up.
Very good advice. And just in terms of just with any new habit, it just takes practice. Repetition, doing it over and over again.
Yes.
And also, I would say, if you agreed as well, it's like attaching it to just the outcome, like pay attention to how you feel, like you have more energy, you're more vibrant, your mood is better, you're more alert, right?
You lose weight. That's the side effect, but you will get it.
Right, yeah, and we love that side effect. Yeah.
Yes.
Very good stuff. Okay. Well, in terms of movement, and we're all busy. Most people are in sedentary positions. They feel like, what, by the time I get home from work, I'm exhausted. I don't feel like doing anything but plopping on the couch, watching TV, and just sitting there because I'm just so fatigued and so exhausted. So in terms of movement, for people who are busy and they get home and they just feel tired and exhausted, any kind of fun at home movement ideas you have that you could maybe share?
There are some walking videos, for home, that are out there from the American Heart Association, and they are really, wonderful. A lot of my clients, they do that, and it's fun, and this instructor is there, and she does a whole body workout, and they are so good. Anybody can do it. There are 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes. You can do a 1 mile walk, you can do a 3 mile walk, you can do a 5 mile walk with her.
Okay.
But even if you don't have time for that, or you don't want to do that either, just, do it throughout the day. I tell my clients, do it throughout the day. After every meal you have, if you have a 15-minute or 20-minute break, to have your lunch, you finish your lunch and then you just take a small walk somewhere. Even if you cannot go outside, just walk in your building, whatever you can do.
Okay.
Just small 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever you can do, that all counts.
I like that. Yeah.
Everything counts.
Everything counts.
So if you have done 15 minutes, 3 times in a day, you don't need to walk when you come home when you're tired. You might not even be tired because you have walked.
That's 45 minutes, right?
And that's 40, exactly. And that's 45 minutes of walk you did in a day. So, and it makes a huge difference. We think it doesn't, but it does. I have seen it.
Yeah.
It makes a huge difference.
And I guess it's just also just a mindset shift in terms of think you have to really get in the gym and go hard and work yourself over and over again in order to get the results, where that's not really the case.
No. And then there are some, stretch bands. You can do, strengthening with those stretch bands. You don't need to have weights or anything like that. Just use some stretch bands and, just do some kind of movement, whatever you like, whatever you enjoy. If you enjoy just playing a little in the backyard, just go do that. It is a movement your body needs. That's all, So 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, wherever you can give it, just give that to your body. And your body will thank you for it.
Yeah. Keep it simple.
Yes. Keep it simple. Do not complicate.
Yes. Right?
Yeah. Start small, and you can achieve whatever you want. With that. Yes.
And just pay attention to how you feel. Would you say that as well? Just pay attention to how you feel.
Yes.
Notice the difference. Notice the change.
And listen to your body all the time.
Listen to your body, which is so important.
And it gives you messages. Yeah. It tells you what's happening to it.
Very good.
So yes, you have to listen.
So another thing, with the weather being so up and down, off and on, people are like congested, coming down with colds, bronchitis, and just all kinds of stuff in the air. What are some things you would recommend in terms of helping people with dealing with the cold, rainy season? Some things they can do to actually boost their immune system. You know what? I tell you what, because the core immune system is in the gut, let's talk about gut health and then talk about some things we can do in terms of, because this is like one of my favorite subjects. Like, people don't understand how important it is to take care of your gut. Like, your immune system is housed in your gut area, and so making it a priority or just to come in to try to work on a healthy gut is so important. So let's talk about, first of all, gut health. A few things. Well, first of all, the importance of gut health, and then some things people could do to actually get in a better place in terms of their gut.
So gut health is really, really critical.
Right.
Because it is connected to your hormones, to your immune system, and to your nervous system. So if your gut is messed up, it is out of whack, everything is out of whack. So, and people do not take care of their gut. They say it's okay to have all those foods, all those processed foods. It's all okay because I can digest it, but no, that's not right. You will have problems, as you go along, taking it more and more. Mm-hmm. So yes, gut health is very, very critical. You have to take care of your gut. Some of I think the biggest one for gut health that creates, gut out of whack is the processed foods. Foods with chemicals, right? Mm-hmm. Foods with chemicals, because our body cannot recognize chemicals. And it does not know what it is, and it does is, it cannot digest it. And then, it's just lingering around there. The chemicals are lingering around, and then, our lining, the gut lining is very thin, and sometimes it breaks, and then, that's what's called, leaky gut, right? Mm-hmm. Yes. And then autoimmune diseases, starts from there, because when it goes into the blood, it doesn't know what it is, and the body starts attacking itself.
Right.
So that's how. So it's very, very important that we take care of our gut. Fermented foods, I would say, they are very, very good. You can make them at home, or you can buy, ready-made fermented foods. Those are very good. Probiotics is very good. Yeah. Yogurt, just adding a little water to it, and just drinking it like a buttermilk.
Adding a little water to yogurt and making it like more of a smoothie instead of like a beverage, instead of a
like a beverage.
Really?
You can make it. Yes,
Whoa.
It's so delicious. You can add maybe a little salt or pepper in it, or maybe cumin seeds in it.
Really?
Yes.
Note to self, I'm going to try that.
Yes, just put little. Blend grind the cumin seeds and just put some cumin seeds in it. It's so delicious, and it will also help with your bloating and gas. It also helps with that. So small things, and dark leafy greens, always that also helps your gut a whole lot. Fruits does, but it has sugar, so you have to make sure what kind of fruits you're eating.
Right.
Try not to eat too many fruits that have too much sugar in it.
Right.
Because even sugar creates problems in the gut. So just small things. Again, it's not alcohol is another one. If you're drinking even once in a week, that is a lot. It's not good for the gut.
Oh, so that means okay. Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
I know. I was sharing this with another group, and they're saying,
Ouch.
"Are you sure?" I said, "I'm so sorry." But yes, it is.
So those are very good points. You threw me with that. I was like, okay,